Hello, everybody.
Hey, hey. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Hope you had a, eventless New Year's Eve like I did. We didn't do anything. Sat at home, heard some fireworks around the neighborhood, and that's about it. And we didn't get out. It was our wedding anniversary, so we've kind of gotten used to staying home and cooking out and doing that because it's just you try to go to a restaurant on New Year's Eve, it's packed, and I don't want to fight all that stuff. So we kind of laid low, did all that. But what about you? Did you do anything special?
No, I just stayed here at the house. Family basically got to bed early. They had to get on a plane early this morning and fly out. Went to the airport around 4:30 around 4:30, so my time.
Yeah, that's early. It's bad early. How long did it take them to fly across country like that?
It took them 8 hours with one connection.
God, that's a long day of travel. Another tired. I don't know. It's you're gonna have quiet tonight, so you can just get off the show and just go straight to bed and not do anything else. So.
No, I got to pull all the orders.
Yeah, you got that done before. Ricardo is here in the comments. Hope you're feeling better.
Happy New Year, dude.
Saying hello. He's had a rough start to his new year. He's not feeling too well. But I hope your doctor's visit does go well on Thursday. If you're in the comments or watching, leave us a comment. Let us know who's here. Let's see what's going on. I'll just kind of update everybody where I'm at with my store and what I've done around here. And I know some folks have been wanting to see a Lego room tour, a brick shed tour. And I'll try to get one of those coming up soon. But I did install new shelving to my right here. I've got shelving up here on the top.
Hi, guys.
Anyway, hello. How are you?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, okay. PC language.
No, go on. This is an adult's one. This is not a kid's one.
Adult Swim.
Yes.
Oh.
So I've got
Adult Swim. Be gone, child.
He's gone.
Orderly, Vatos.
All right, so we got Howie here, and Zany is in the comments. So welcome. I did get my minifigure case, display case. I brought it from the other house we moved from. We went there this last weekend, and I packed it up finally, and brought it. And I'm gonna start putting. I've got to dig out the rest of my collection. They're still in boxes, but I did get some of the superhero figs and stuff that I have in my collection for display right there. And like I said, I'm adding shelving right here slowly. I did install the rails and tracking for that, but that's what I did in the shed this week, and I filled up with this brick box part out. I put a new, let's see, point right there. That's a new shelf. It's almost totally full now of the 1 gallon shoebox containers from Walmart. The brick box part out is, I got 2 more colors left. I've got the grays, and then the black and whites are back there in that tub and those 2 boxes. So that's the black and whites right there. Those are next, and then the last one I'm going to do with the grays. And I'll probably overflow my shelf right there for a little while until I sell off some of the bulk brick. I'm not going to add another shelf yet because I want that wall to be stack-ons. But so that's where I'm at. I'm getting ready to. I've passed 408,000 parts in my store this week. 5,200 plus lots, and my goal is to keep growing like all of us want to do. But the brick box sure does help it out as getting mass quantity of bulk brick. And I've already had several order the tan from me already. So I've sold all of my 2x2 tan already. And Howie's saying he's starting his brick boxes next week. I will put a plug out there for, I don't know the pricing or what he wants for them, but I know James Universe is wanting to get rid of, I think it's 6 or 8 of the brick boxes, as he's doing something different with his business model. So if you are in need of a brick box, go to Unibricks and contact him and see if you can work out a deal to get some of those. I think he'll ship them without the boxes, the whole set. So if you want the whole set of the bricks, he emailed me today asking if I wanted them, and I've already started mine. I'm not buying any more.
I think he's looking for a single buyer though, not multiple buyers.
Oh, he is. Well, I ain't gonna be me because I'm almost through with it. Well, I know that when you part out large sets, large quantity sets like this, it gets old quick. And as I'm seeing other sellers that are doing the huge part outs of every set, I don't think my attention span could hold that long to do 50 plus of a set over and over and over again, especially of this size. Because there's no differentiation, there's no minifigs, there's no weapons, there's no unique elements that I would keep my attention span entertained through the part out. But it is definitely time consuming. So
All those colors, though, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you need any magenta or light violet or see what other ones did I get a lot of? Got a ton of red.
Medium lavender. Some very
medium lavender. Yeah, medium
lavender.
lavender. Yeah. We got plenty
Awesome
of
lavender colors coming at you. Both of our stores soon.
Yep.
That's cool.
So how many boxes did you end up stealing from the children?
46. 46 from 3 different stores. 2 of them I got the day after on that it was on the Friday, right? Yeah, it was on Black Friday that I actually went and picked up a majority of mine. That were just sitting in stores, and I told you I didn't say it in public, that the Walmart associates were begging me to take even the Duplo because they didn't have shelf space for it. It was still sitting on the pallet the next day. So even though I probably ticked off some folks by, for the late shoppers, I didn't go and steal that. I would still push a kid down and grab it, so I'm not gonna lie, but. I didn't do anything like that this year because there was no need. I just walked in and got it the next day. But I didn't pursue that. I got one online. I just never could get in and get enough. I got that one in, and then it was out of stock real quick, and I didn't worry about it after that. But
I hope everybody who had the ability took my advice and got one at 48.84 if they didn't get one at 30, or got it at 45 when it dipped down there for tiny tad. It was available for a long time online for 48.84, like a week and a half, so everyone had a chance.
I do want to say that we, Big B and I, are going to offer a 10% off sale for everyone that's watching this. Now, I don't know when you want to end it, Big B. I think last time we ended it on the Saturday evening, maybe. It gave people some time to watch it, or was it Friday evening? I can't remember. But I didn't know.
Right out, you said after the show, so you had to be watching the show in order to take advantage of the discount.
Wasn't it like midnight? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
an hour after the show ended or whatever, so people had an opportunity to get their orders in, and
yeah.
There was a hashtag, what do you want to use? Hashtag, what do you want to use?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Hashtag, I'll watch the show, give me 10% off. I don't care. Just let me know you're watching the show, you want the 10% off, if you do need any elements. And Zane's saying, does it stack? No, but I'll take care of you. I'm speaking for me. I don't know if Big B wants to give you a 60% discount or not, but I can't afford that. So I will work out something with you, though, Zane. Since you are such a loyal New Hell buyer. So, hello, Mad Max 426. But anyway, so we will do that.
It'll still stack in my store just because if I was a buyer, I would want it to. And I'm still feeling Christmassy because my family's gone, and this is like kind of my gift of the entire bed for 3 nights. I can just sleep in my bed and not have 3 or maybe 4 people in it.
Hey, Michael. Well, welcome. I've seen you around here somewhere, haven't I, Michael?
Aren't you going away now, BB? Big B.
What's that?
Aren't you going away?
Yeah, I'm going away on the 5th, so I'm closing the store on the 3rd. And then people will be able to use like the code I can wait to place an order in the store and get free shipping on it. They just have to meet the minimum buying requirement for, placing an order.
Yep.
What do I had an embargo on me.
You did?
I did. I must have.
Didn't know. That's what I was wondering. I hadn't heard him saying about being a BrickLink embargo. So, other than he's spending all his money, maybe that's what it is.
Ah, okay. It wasn't a personal embargo.
I don't think so.
Although it would be awesome if I could get somebody from a country who has never visited my store before to visit my store, because for the past, nothing against the people of, but for the past 3 weeks, the last country visited has been Iran. And
Iran?
yeah, I mean, nothing against the people of, but I always like to see new countries come in.
What about Iran?
They're the last new country that have visited my store.
Oh.
Well, I've only had probably 2 international orders in the last 2 weeks. I hadn't had much. I don't know why. It kind of just dipped down for a while there. I was doing a lot of international, and I don't know if it's just the time of the year, Christmas is kind of slowing down, and I don't know. It's weird. I'm sure it'll pick back up, but
the BrickLink embargo of Zany spending his own money, or spending the money, or using the brick he already has bought.
yeah, I'm sure he's got a massive collection. So, who's that Spirit and everybody's in here now? What y'all working on? Y'all building?
Yeah, I bought the BrickLink today. I had to drive 3 hours to go get it.
Wow.
I think it's funny. Just wait until Zany realizes that everything's got to be like at least 3 feet off the floor.
Not for a while.
Yeah, for a little while he's all right, but
Yeah, he's got a little while until the crawling happens, but after the crawling, then it goes the stairs climbing, and then it's just all over with. Then it's the, how do I open this
door? He's gonna have that little plastic doorknob. Get that little child-proof doorknob with there, but I think his city sits pretty high.
My daughter just hits the doorknob with something. She just hits it. She smacks it with something really hard and knocks it off there.
Yeah.
My son stays trapped.
You know what's funny?
He's the older one. She's me.
When we had our second son, my mother-in-law came up to babysit while we were going to the hospital to be induced that morning. And so she was just running a little slower getting out the door and was going to come after we got admitted in. So she had my other son, who was about 3 at the time, and we had the child-proof doorknob on all the doors on the inside, so he couldn't come and open the door. We get this call while we're doing the paperwork, getting ready to go back, and she's saying, I can't get out of the house. My mother-in-law could not get out of the house because of the child-proof doorknobs on there. We had to tell her how to take them off. That was funny. My wife would kill me if she's watching this right now. But, we had her locked in. She was panicking. I didn't have time to fool with her because I was worried about a kid coming out. Spent the afternoon wiring LED twinkly lights. Oh,
She's doing the nursery right now. I remember how much fun that was. Doing our nursery was part of the complete reconstruction of the master bedroom that I did it while my wife was pregnant, and she slept in the bedroom downstairs while I redid the entire second floor of the house at one time.
With this house or the one in New York? It's before you moved, right?
Right now.
It is 2-story now?
Not a new second floor, just restoring the second floor. New ceiling, new walls, new floor.
Wow.
Moving walls.
It's a lot to do. Yeah.
It was a labor of love to put in a nursery. I turned the walk-in closet into a nursery.
Fun.
Moving walls.
No.
Yeah.
It was a labor of love to put in a nursery in closet into a nursery.
I just remember being beat through that again. Well, what else was going on? I know everybody got the BrickBank and the Ghostbuster HQ today. Well, a lot of people did. I saw several.
Oh, you lot did.
I didn't either, but I would like to have the BrickBank. It looks awesome, you know. But in the headquarters, looks good. I personally can't drop that much money on one set right now. So
See the size of the boxes.
it's a lot of money, you know. But I know a lot of people wait in line to get it.
That
You got?
the Ghostbusters ones weren't really flying off the shelf where I went.
Did you have to wait in line?
No. It was afternoon by the time I got there, though, like 3 o'clock.
They had plenty of the BrickBanks. I guess were they limiting folks to just one in the store?
I didn't notice that, but they kept on adding more to the shelf. While I was there.
I got 5 of them, and I kicked a bunch of adults while I was getting them and knocked them down.
Yeah,
Maybe I switched it up a little bit.
You carry your own shopping cart around into the mall or wherever your Lego store is?
Got some big elbows I throw.
Oh.
They got hooks on the end of them.
but the Pick-a-Pick wall was horrible. It was absolutely wiped out.
Was the did they do the new quarter? Is that why? Is the little new blue one in?
No.
The little new blue one's gonna. They probably aren't stocking for it because the little new blue one's coming in. I don't remember. It's something, and there's blue pieces, and it's cute to build it once or twice, and then you just use it for something else.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed about the wall. I mean, because I live 3 hours away, so I was planning on getting a lot. I only got 4 cups, and it was a struggle filling those up.
Yeah.
I live 24 hours away from the nearest one.
That's flying too, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Wah.
So what's taking you so long to build it there, Spirit?
I got through the first set of
You're not
bags.
even to the but you're still working on what, the second bag?
I just started the second bags. It's because I'm building and talking at the same time. How it's not that easy.
I know. I think Zany's built both of them, right? Hasn't he built both of them out? Isn't he that type of overachiever?
DFP is saying that I think he said he spoke to one of the store reps there, and they said the new build won't be there to the 11th.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So he just finished the bank.
So they just
He's right where I figured he'd do like one today, and then the next one, the other Ghostbusters next weekend.
No, he's sorting it.
No,
He's already sorting it. Never mind.
Yeah, I saw that Instagram pic.
So they're just gonna leave the wall empty until the 11th.
No. They'll fill in the spots. They've got to at least attempt to fill the wall for the build, but it's also got to fit the. If you've heard Haley explain it, the color, shape, differences in the spaces to make sure that it's aesthetically pleasing. That's one of that's one of the requirements. I mean, if it's Lego, man, they study the feng shui.
Well, it's not aesthetically pleasing when they're all empty.
Yeah, that's the way it is when I go to them.
Right, but I mean, they've always got their fallback. You know, you're going to see pieces from the last 2 builds. You're going to always have the bright, light orange flower petals / teeth / claws.
Those weren't there. Yeah.
We have those for days.
I got some 4x4 plates in dark bluish gray and tan. And I got some white bricks that I need for something. But Those are for me though. I got some white bricks and those little trans red things you were talking about.
What is the yellow in there? I saw some yellow.
Yeah.
What's the yellow?
Those are just some wheels that I needed to, or some treads or tires that I had.
By the way, Zany, that World Explorer set is really cool, and you should actually check out Interweb Tuberies for Duplo, since there's nobody I know that's swooping Duplo on Interweb Tuberies anymore. I'm going to throw it out. That's a great place to get new sets at a discount for your onesie-twosie needs from Duplo.
It changed it.
Hey, Bricks
From my big or sleep rig.
Now, Bricks Pro Canada's here, and they have been buying up some sets on clearance up there in Canada, which also I always heard Canada didn't ever have clearance, but according to their Instagram post, they have been hauling and balling on their own up there. So I want to give a shout out to Bricks Pro Canada. So he is, or they, I guess I don't know your first name, but he filled up several shopping carts with some cool new sets. So
Nice, nice.
So, old Canada, Boxing Day discounts. So,
Did you see the other day? I had these on lay-by, $38, and I went and I cancelled the lay-by to put it back on again for another couple of weeks because lay-by was over, and it came down to $20 each.
I saw that score. I saw that. That was killer.
yep.
So
Yeah.
I took them. And my sister said to me, I should have got one for my granddaughter while you were there. And I said that they were the only 3 in the shop.
Yeah, y'all have it tough and rough over there, man. I'm sorry. Every time I talk to somebody from where you're at over there, I was like, I don't see how y'all get by with not having any kind of sales. I know y'all have every couple times a year you have some decent markdowns, but there's nothing no serious clearance over there from what I've seen.
No, not like you guys get.
I'm interested to know if it's Bricks Pro Canada, if that's 99 Canadian dollars or US dollars for the average on the Sea Cow.
He says 99 US each.
Oh, US dollars. Okay.
Isn't that the one that's like 250?
Yeah, but he had buy one get one half off. I guess it was marked down to 200. And yeah, I'm telling you, wherever he's at, you have to go back and look at his Instagram post. I know he sells a lot of toys and a lot of different things, but he was scoring some of the new the Ray's little speeder bike from the Force Awakens set. It was nice. Very, very, very nice.
That's a good price if it's Canadian, right? Or Canadian dollars low. Wait, I don't know.
I think it's the opposite, isn't it?
Honestly, he's saying it's 209 Canadian, so that totally makes sense now. Because, yeah, Canadian is... It's like 15 cents. Now, that was like back in the day in college. We used to go and border cross.
That's awesome. DOT's being quiet in the comments.
Very, very.
He must be getting
That's
sleepy.
something.
What happened to Chad and Busy? They didn't want to come over?
Busy had to do something else, or maybe it's bedtime, I don't know. He chatted in the comments.
They don't like us.
I think he's gonna come on.
Bricks Pro Canada mistook my humor as an insult and quoted the price.
He wants the $1.40 Canadian is
$1.40. I still, it's like 15 cents.
You know, Brick of Trade's bringing up a good point. I mentioned this to him the other day when I was in my Walmart, which sucks. But anyway, they had hey, there's Chad. We had some first order sets already on sale, and I mean the Force Awakens. Excuse me, Force Awakens. They had the New Millennium Falcon was already like 108. The Snowspeeder, the newer Snowspeeder set was down, and there was another one. But the new Force Awakens like battle packs were out. I saw only 2 of those, and I had Nexo Chima in my Walmart already. They filled up all the empty spaces with Nexo Chima. So
My question is, who's going to be the first people to have the pyramid and the tile sets out of the bank and the Nexonites?
There's already stores with them out there. You just got to know how to find them.
Yeah, what's the part numbers on them?
They don't have part numbers on
They
them.
haven't been inventoried
You got to
yet.
know how to find them. You got to know how to search for them.
I
I know a store right now that's got about 25 or 30 of each of them sitting in their store. And I've got the items in my cart. I'm just waiting for them to lower their price.
Well, I put in Nexo search and it come up failed. So I was like trying to look through the catalog and.
I should be smart and go there right now and make sure that they're not purchased from me.
Do they have them as custom lots or something?
Because I'm brick stackering it right now.
Yeah, you shopping while we're talking. Good job. That purchase finally came
not
in.
That. I'm sitting on items that I should be buying because they're at a good price, but they're not good enough for me.
Yeah. That last order I ordered, when we were doing this 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, and I was sitting there just shopping and I found that one thing. I found all those CMFs from Series 10 complete sets for like $1.48 each. I finally got that package in 2.5 weeks later. He said, "Oh, I forgot." That was what he did, and shorted me a plate on one of the figs. But I was just happy to get them at $1.48 a piece. That's one of those I just didn't leave the feedback at all because I don't like it when a buyer. I don't like it when a seller doesn't leave you feedback immediately as a BrickLink buyer. And it looks like they're holding your feedback ransom. And, that's one of the biggest problems with the feedback system is if they're waiting to see what I leave, and if I leave a neutral or negative, they're going to automatically leave me a neutral or negative. That just ticks me off because I've done my part. That's why I give immediate feedback as soon as you buy from me. You've paid me. The deal is done on your part. It just ticks me off. But I finally got it. It took 2.5 weeks to come a state over to me.
Wow.
I always wait till I get the order before I leave the feedback to make sure that everything's there and I can let them know, hey, there's something missing or...
Sure.
Well, yeah, that's what we expect you to do. We wouldn't expect you to leave us feedback after you paid. We haven't done our side of the deal yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Our side
I
of
was
the
the
deal's
buyer.
done when you have your brickage and are satisfied.
Yep.
Yeah, in this situation, I was the buyer, and but he, as the seller, has not left feedback, and I've dealt with those kind of folks before.
I've got a couple of them.
I don't like that either. I don't like that feedback holding ransom isms.
Brick or Treat knows. He heard me complain about it, but yeah.
And Chad in spirit, to answer your question that I was going to wait to answer until after I purchased them, is yes, they were in their stores as custom items.
Till after you turn, I got you.
Like, freaking open
element?
my mouth. Now I gotta go buy them. I can no longer wait to see if the price drops, and I can no longer brick stacker on it.
Hey, Chad,
I got 90% off on this set, but I'm just gonna wait until it hits 95.
what set? What element was it? I didn't hear what you said. I heard it was in the brick bank, but I couldn't tell what you said.
They're selling the Nexonites, the little pyramids, and then the
little 1x1 trans pyramids.
I don't guess.
Are they trans? Dark trans?
They've got them in trans orange, or it's either trans orange or trans neon orange. They've got them in trans silver or trans flat silver. Hold on, let me go see what colors they were that I just bought.
And I think on the little minifig, they're like DBG. I think they're DBG. They might be black.
They're the Nexonites sets. And
pearl gold, flat orange, and trans orange.
I hadn't seen them, I don't guess.
But I just bought 10 trans orange, 35 flat silver, and 15 pearl gold.
I think they're going to be awesome for architectural building. They're going to be.
Yeah, I do too. I just didn't. I wanted to be able to set a price.
Well, I would have waited.
Because I don't like the custom things. It stinks that people have to put them in as customs items. Is the way I'm trying to say it.
Yeah.
Stinks. I don't have the patience to sit down and inventory a new set. Some people complain about why is this sitting out inventoried in BrickLink anymore? But I'm sitting here thinking that it's all volunteers that do that, and in reality, it should be folks that are getting paid something from BrickLink, other than getting your store recommended in a featured list. I think those hours you put into inventory in that set should be reimbursed through BrickLink as much money as they're raking in.
Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree with you. I got a boy down in Vegas that feels the same way, and it likes to stir up the comments on BrickLink with the "I'll pay somebody or give somebody the set that you are parting out if you put it up for me."
Yeah. Yep, I agree. I've seen a lot of people, in the forums and stuff, wanting the new Star Wars sets inventoried and stuff like that, and I don't think a lot of these new sellers really understand the time it takes to inventory, man. I mean, to go in there and build that list out, and then it has to be approved and reviewed and all that stuff. And I'm sitting here thinking, somebody needs to be getting paid to do that. To me, it's not worth getting my store in a featured list, to me, personally.
I did it for 2 months, just really hardcore, just enough to get on the list where I made it into the top 5 contributors on BrickLink. And it was probably 3-4 hours a day identifying parts and submitting them and going through the process and everything else just to get to the point where they were noticed. And then, what also stinks that if you go to that much trouble to identify, let's say, a minifigure, and you go and identify the torso on the minifigure, they should give you the opportunity to identify the sub-assembly with the arms and hands instead of the administrator doing it right away. Because then they get credit, and then there's like 2 or 3 of the administrators that are doing these approvals, and anytime I would do a fig, I was always hoping for one more approval or one more thing on it, and they would always get it and push their numbers one more higher as I was trying to slowly get after them.
Hey, Howie is thanking you for some reason. But anyway, I do want to ask Howie one thing. I've really noticed, and I really liked it, and I want to give him credit because I want to get his idea. But I like how he does his pictures on Instagram. They've got a little blinking text, so when he's having a sale or he's featuring a special element, I want him to tell me, how he does that. I'm sure it's another app that makes Instagram pics and stuff, but it's really short, so I could see a lot of uses for that on, if you want to highlight something new in your store or, an announcement on a sale like he did before. So Howie, you've got to teach us how to do that. Thank you. We know you'll do it, and you're not going to fight us. But he did have it. It looked really good. But Pablo, no. No.
Must be Zany asking for that.
Yeah, it's Zany
Yeah.
all the time. Good old Zany.
Ha ha ha.
The Pablos need to die. Literally.
I would like to see Zany do a haul where he shows us putting all of his parts away.
One by one.
Yeah.
Instead of he doesn't throw the bags really anymore. He gently releases them down beside him, but he's learned his lesson from doing this right here because I saw several times where stuff was flying. But you can go watch AFOL Man if you want to do a Pablo. You go buy from him.
I did not say that.
I don't think the only time I've seen Pablo done lately is between Brickzar and AFOL Man. I think everybody else has pretty much let that die. They realized how much of a time sink that is. So
did they have like Christmas dinner with each other or what?
they spent several days, and apparently all they did was record. I don't see how they record that much video. I know that you can record, 3, 4 videos and then space them out, but it's been a video about every day with them too. But I think him and his family came down before Christmas because I believe Christmas Day he was back. AFOL Man was back at his house.
Wait, they're still got videos and they're still there.
No.
Do you think they were like in the camper out back or something?
Yeah,
like just
it's all
chilling through
live.
the holidays?
It's all live.
Well, no. Is it like Christmas vacation?
Yeah, I guess it was.
AFOL Man's visiting the RV.
Yep.
Dumping out the sewage into the neighborhood.
The gases are building up, but They did record a lot, though. I would have, I'd have been in awe in Brick Czar's basement, and I would have said, "You can record all you want. I'm gonna go walk around."
I'm just gonna
and
look
dig."
around and play.
Stackers,
Yeah.
Howie answered. Font Candy app.
So thank you. Font Can. I'm gonna write it down.
Font Candy. Sounds sweet.
It's probably made for a 12-year-old girl making glittery, pretty little things, but I'm gonna use them as a.
Just clean up the shitter.
Yeah. Bones has got it. Appreciate that.
Just a storm drain.
Yeah.
Just a storm drain.
That's right. But I would, I would like to see Brick Czar's new tour of his basement, because you could see when AFOL Man was there, he was looking around. You could see he was looking off into the depths of the Lego abyss, and he never really turned the camera to see the full of everything. Oh, we done got BOT started on the jokes too. The old BOT. BOT's team is doing good. The Redskins, his Redskins are doing really good. Since he's outside Washington there. Yeah, great mock idea. That would be a good one. I watched it the other day. That's like my yearly ritual is to sit down. Why am I hearing an echo? Anybody else hearing an echo?
It's either Chad or Silver.
Hello?
Echo's gone.
Echo's gone.
It was Chad.
Maybe Chad, your volume might be turned up a little high. I know I talk loud. My wife says I got a loud mouth, but anyway.
Is that better?
Yeah, I don't hear myself.
Yeah.
Ha!
Hang on a sec.
I do like watching the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation though every year.
So is AFOL Man going to come visit you next year, Big B?
We're quite a ways away from where he lives.
The batteries aren't working.
Yeah.
They run out.
All right. Thanks.
We're still on. All right, go. We're still on the adult show. Go on. Quick, go. I'm sleeping. Go. You can't. You're not allowed to be here.
Hello.
Hello.
Russ, totally the wrong time.
I think.
Totally the wrong country.
Hey. I'm not.
Hey!
How do you have a fan?
What do you mean, how do I have a fan?
Children are
Go on,
scared.
go now.
I send extra splats to good children.
Oh yeah, let's talk about those flats for a minute. They're all gone yet?
Not all of them. There's still a memorial of them left in the store for sale.
We've got the echo back again.
Actually, an item that does sell fairly well, especially people who like to make the great ball contraptions.
Yeah.
Because essentially they're a giant deer that also takes a marble.
Yeah, you're echoing pretty bad now all of a sudden. Don't know why.
But yeah, they're gone and out. I think I've got like 8 left to give away.
Wow. That's quite a few. Burned through quite a few of those.
Yeah,
Then what are
and
you gonna
I
use?
definitely had more than I had in sales or have left over, so I gave away a lot of freebies.
You've got, remember that time I found that store that still had some at a decent price if you want to order some more? I think he had them last time.
Yeah, that was the same store who I initially bought them from.
Sure, he would mark them down and get rid of them again.
Well, the second time though, and back and bought them from him, he lowered the price, but it was still like twice as much as the first time that I bought them. And now I've already asked him. He doesn't have that many. He's only got like 600 of them.
Yeah.
Unless he deconstructs another super lot. But he would only go down to like 6 or 7 cents. So the jig's up. He already knows that I use them as a freebie item for sales, and you know, why would he give me a great price on something that's going to draw people to my store if he's a seller?
I think you just need to put $2 or $3 in each envelope and send the cash to all your customers.
No. You're gonna start doing that, Spirit Particles? You're gonna start putting a buck or two, $3 in everybody's order?
Here's your tip.
All right, you know how many Oreos they're under $1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, $100. You don't have a lot. Let me know. Minimum buy.
You don't have, yeah, hold on. You don't have any minimum buy?
No.
Well, I couldn't do that.
Do you have a lot of fun with people getting like just like one 15-cent piece?
Well, yeah, they really appreciate being able to finish their set.
Yeah, I know. I had a guy come on today that he said, you have a minimum order. I'm trying to complete this set. You're the only person in the United States that has this piece. Can I bypass your minimum? I was like, yeah, here you go. But now he's building his helicopter. But I don't have it open. I just have it so people can ask. And I mentioned, like, if you're doing a set and completing, go ahead and ask.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Because otherwise you get a whole bunch of kids in there that are like, oh, I need, like, one lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like, woo!
You sit down for 2 hours, print out labels, and look up you made $8 and $1 in sales.
11-cent star or lightsaber hilt. Sweet. Doesn't even cover the PayPal fee.
Well, they pay the shipping and they pay extra charge to cover the PayPal fee. So there.
That's good. That's good.
And I don't mind.
No. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to make fun. More of like, how do you do it with your system? Because that's what I did for this dude. I told him, it was like, if it's going to be less than $10, it's going to be a $1 charge. He's like, all right, no problem.
Yeah. The orders that are under $5 get an extra $1 charge. So, and $1 charges are. I mean, I don't get a ton of them, but I get more under $1 orders than I do over $100 orders. That's for sure.
I couldn't imagine, being a buyer and then ordering like 2 Technic pins for 3 cents and then paying $2 something for shipping on it. But I guess people do. But Big B's BrickLink charity.
What's that now?
Yep. Well, what else is going on? We talked about the new sets. Big B, I know you're getting ready to have a couple days off. Are you going to take it easy, or are you going to actually start parting out something, or?
With the days after the store is closed, that I'll still be here. I'll be processing orders and putting as much into the store as I can while it's closed.
I mean, you gonna start on those brick boxes, or are you still gonna wait?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm going on vacation. Excuse me. Why would I want to start doing that shit?
That's what I did my entire vacation. So.
That's crazy.
I took off today. Man. We pulled orders today. We didn't part out anything, didn't sort anything for the first time in a week and a half, 2 weeks. But I'm not going to do anything tomorrow as far as sorting. I'm just going to take it easy and spend time with the kids and stuff. So.
No way, man. I do double shifts all year long. The holidays is when I can at least slip down into single shifts and just work the BrickLink store. And not do BrickLink store and massive part out of 100,000 plus bricks at one time. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I've got to have a transition before I go to just absolute needle pegged to, rage.
Yeah, I've had to take breaks in between colored bags myself, so couldn't do it.
Yeah, I got to rest up in between taking off of work and BrickLink and then going on the cruise with the wife, because it's basically live music for 18 hours a day, and the bar is open for 22. So.
What islands are y'all going to?
We're going to Belize and someplace in Mexico that doesn't really matter.
Mr. Bones wants to know how much time to cut out the big box?
Well, that all depends on how many you're parting out. I had 46 to do, and my son helped me on a lot of it. And so I would get a head start, about a 2-hour head start, sometimes an hour head start, and then get most of the big bags opened up and sorted, and then he would start on the smaller. Each bag has a smaller bag inside it, and I would let him do the smaller set while I start. And then he would overlap, and I would start putting the bigger bricks, 2x4s, 2x2s, and all that stuff up while he was doing the smaller pieces. So it's several hours involved on every bag, and half the time that runs into 2 days for me because between pulling orders and then doing family stuff, that's a lot. I mean, every colored bag I was uploading about 10,000 elements to my store. And that's a lot because they all look the same. You would think it'd be kind of easy, but crap, that orange and the reds, and they all. Once you sit there for a couple hours and look at everything, your 1x4s and 1x6s.
Color variation, you got that much yellow.
Yes.
If you manage to look at enough of one color at one time, you see all the variations that Lego has in the colors, and you start looking at especially this yellow, especially during last year's Brick Box, man. There was so much yellow. I mean, it was pretty close to the bright light yellow.
Yeah.
Was bad. The yellow was incredibly bad, but that's on par for normal.
The orange was bad, for me, and then the blue and the green. The green wasn't as bad, but the blue was kind of bad. And the only reason I say this, you're trying to sort through 10,000 bricks that are exact. I mean, a 1x6, a 1x8, and a 1x4 in the same bag, and you start and you have, 20 lots in that bag, and you spread them all out. You're trying not to throw that 1x4 in the 1x6 box over here or the bucket, and it gets old, and you have to walk away sometimes because your eyes start hurting. When I did that orange that night, my eyes hurt. I mean, I didn't do anything else after I sorted those orange bags. It was bad.
Yeah.
But that's one thing, I will say that since we talk a lot about selling and buying on BrickLink, a lot of these comments are kids, and I was going to do a rant video, and I controlled myself the other day, but like on Instagram and YouTube, I get a lot of comments about people, and they don't understand the time BrickLink sellers put into parting out sets. And literally, we could sit down for 4 to 6 hours on a 10 to 15 sets that we're parting out and sort.
Who was the kid? Was it a KFOL?
I don't know exactly the age, but I mean, this is all the time. They're talking about, the BrickLink haters. There's people out there that don't like the sellers and blah, blah, blah. But there was 2 kids recently, I think they're TFOLs, but, asking, some stupid questions, saying some stupid comments. But the time that goes into sorting those things, man, I mean, when you're looking at parting out sets, don't consider the time, your personal time, as a cost. And it is. Mr. Bones is saying that's the reason he hates sorting, and it's fun. I like sorting when it's a certain amount of sets and stuff. It's therapeutic for me to sit down and sort. I enjoy it. My wife enjoys it when she helps out when she can. But when you get to a certain point, though, when you've got to balance all the other aspects of the business and sorting, it's hectic, man.
It's like 2-3 weeks to do the Christmas holiday brick box, if not, and that's on a we can do it type of schedule.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then people don't understand that, they don't understand why you're selling that brick for 10 cents each when you only paid $30 per box. But there's hours of labor that go into that, and that's what I think it's honestly kids that leave these comments on YouTube that don't understand the business side to it, and in all reality, the hours that people spend doing this.
Well, see, I know the same thing with like other craft things I do. They tell you you charge to sell the item, you should charge the price what you paid for the individual item, and then add 10% on top of it for your labour for making the product. So I understand
what is your time worth? What is your self value?
Yeah, exactly.
What is the time away from whatever you could be doing worth to you?
And that's when you start looking at, when we're talking about BrickLink, certain people that have lot limits or a higher minimum store purchase. You know, some of these big boy sellers or big girl, no offense, but you know, whoever they are, they've got you know, $20 limits on minimum purchases, $15 minimum purchases, and some of them vary, you know, depending on the season. And sometimes, you know, pricing individually, I'm not the cheapest BrickLink store, you know, and it's because I put a value on, one, my service, and two, the time, like Big B says, that I spend away from my kids and my family. You know, to me, it's got to be worth it. You can penny and nickel yourself to death, and those stores won't be around. But you got to put a value on everything that you do.
There's also a certain formula you could place upon it with, you know, like not a law of diminishing rewards, but more of a selection, the higher the value of the price, because it's the one-stop shopping.
It's true.
But James Uni basically pointed it out is in one of his videos a while back when I was just starting. I started looking at it too. That if you're continually undercutting, you're never going to be able to get that bulk to sit and rest back on to get that if you're selling up everything quick and fast on the get-go, you never get the people to come back in that are placing those the repeated orders over and over and over for larger and larger and larger because you're constantly out of your stock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to figure out a place in between, and just where he's got some formula thing. It's what's the name of his channel? Unibricks or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a few video series on it. It's pretty good.
You know, the thing is with that, and I've thought about this a lot. If you're full time on anything you're doing, whether, you know, cutting grass, selling bricks, whatever, you know, if you can do it full time and you've got a staff to where you can do the Walmart pricing to where you're cheaper and you try to be the cheapest and you can turn over stock and make your money in quantity and turnover, sales going out the door, yeah, that's good if you can do that. But it's so much labor involved in something like this to where you really, you know, you have to be careful when you price stuff, because I'm not talking about the occasional sale. I'm talking about low ball and everything. You know, you mark your stuff so cheap, like you said, somebody comes in and wipes out your stock, and then you've gone from 50,000, 75,000 parts to 25, and you have nothing out there now that anybody wants. And how long is that going to take you to replenish that stock? And that's a big thing that a lot of folks do not understand. And I've heard him talk about that before too. He hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I do the my price per purchase varies based upon what we've got going on. You know, right now I'm getting ready to go on vacation, so I raised it up to $20 after the holidays. I think I had it like 5 or 10 all the way running up into Christmas, just to make sure that essentially everybody who wanted to place an order could.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Bones Bricks is talking about he's been sorting, I think it was 100 pounds of used lots. And we've had this discussion on Clutch's channel and here too. And when you start talking about sorting all that used, it's fun. I like sorting used minifigs and used lots like that. It's fun to see the different older stuff, but gosh, the time it takes to go through it, and
you at least get the bulk of it identified rather quickly, because you know it's all going to be 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 6, 1 by 8, 1 by 10 of 2 by same of this, of that, you know, of this angle, this, you know, so on and so forth, before you get to like the 10% that's the weird stuff. You know?
Yeah.
And it's the weird stuff that takes a while.
The weed's usually the stuff that makes you money, though. That's the weird stuff that. Yeah. Unique, you know. No, there's so many things that go into it, and it's interesting to see, where he's going with his store and what he's wanting to do. So
it's not always the weird stuff. I mean, it could be a 2x2 inverted slope in medium blue.
Yeah, could be.
You know.
Bricks Pro is asking you a question.
Big B, when can we see those Super Sunday hauls again? I've got one planned that I need to do. It's just getting around to do it and doing them in the middle of the winter
But it hadn't
kind
been
of
the
sucks.
it hadn't felt like the middle of the winter in most parts of the country. So
Yeah, but it's dipping down into the 20s here.
yeah.
Well, see, our summer hasn't really been a summer over here. We've had a couple of hot days, and that's about it. When we normally got hot days from the start of December right through.
Yeah, I'm worried about it. I mean, it's getting cooler now here, personally, but if we don't have a cold winter, our bugs will be horrible in the summer. We need that cold winter to kill off some of the skaters down here. But yeah,
So,
the
Mr.
big
Bones Bricks, if you're going to stay in used, then one thing you can do is diversify where you're getting your bulk brick from, because whoever you're getting it from is probably getting it from the same sources over and over too. So if you go to a different feed, you might get different elements in there, and therefore grow your colors out.
Yeah.
Sort of like the same way where we would go with other themes.
That's true.
How do you make your colour charts up, Big B? The stackers?
With Lego.
Yeah.
Mine's 2x4 bricks. When I can get them. It's still back there in the drawer.
It's ultimately so not all the pieces, of course, but I try to do 2x4 brick, with a 2x2 tile on top of it.
Yeah.
Where there's a 2x4 available that's affordable. If it's not affordable, then it's plates or bricks. Also, check your Technic bricks, because you can get. I've got a bunch of them here that I got in Technic bricks instead of getting a 2x4 because it was cheaper. And if they don't have an affordable tiles, the modified tile with a grill sometimes works well, especially for I think it's purple.
Yep. Have you labeled your bricks? I started getting the 2x4s when I could afford it. I haven't bought any lately. I need to get back into it. But
I've got them all memorized.
you do have a measurement. You got it written on the back, don't you?
Sure.
No? Okay. I've started labeling mine. I was scared that I would forget. But, in all reality, unless it's something new that I don't have a new color, all I got to do is go back to my BrickLink store and look up by color and go find something that's already inventoried in a drawer and go compare it. But,
I've tried to throw. When I was working on the color chart, I always tried to pick up extra 2x4s and put them in my store for other people that were like following my color chart and trying to build theirs as well off of mine.
Yeah.
Goon was doing that a lot. When I was actively building out my color chart, Goon was coming in like right after the video was posted and buying out the stuff to fill up his.
I haven't seen the Goon in a while. Or
I haven't seen him either.
I guess everybody's holiday breaking, but yeah, Bricks Pro. I've said this a couple times before. I'm sure I'm not speaking for Big B. I'm just telling you it brings up something for me. I used to just save up and do the not as big as Big B, but I used to save up and do one haul a week and stuff like that. But I found that it just takes too long for me to pile it up, and personally, my wife was getting sick of it stacking up there at the house. So I've started just putting it in my shelves. And then when I get ready to part it out, I'll bring it down here to the shed. I'll do a haul video on it, and then bank it, and then release it sometime in the future. And that's how I do my hauls now. So my hauls used to be 15 minutes long. Now they're 2 to 3 minutes long. And I'm running out of space to stockpile stuff. I used to keep big box piles over here, and I'd go grab it and do a haul, but I can't do it no more.
Yeah, mine are just because I'm getting lazier. And like I'm doing stuff like this. Like I got one of these.
Yeah.
I got for like $100. Got a big old hole in the bottom.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll part them out.
Eventually.
They will part them
here.
out. I will not sit on them and have them for sale as a $1,000 set in 6 years. I will part them out for the people.
All right, we've been rolling for an hour here now, and we want to try to keep the show on an hour.
I need downpipes, Big B.
What?
I need the downpipes in the pet shop.
Okay.
I've got 2 of those myself. I need to pour it out, but
Okay.
All right. So if you
We're
have
going on vacation, Silver. We're not parting them out yet.
Yeah.
I'm going
after
on
Christmas,
vacation.
After you come back. After you come back.
All right. If you, in the comments, folks that are watching, we appreciate you watching again.
Don't forget the sale goes on for another hour.
Yeah, for another hour from here, if you want to put an order in or start an order and put the comment in there and just say, hey, I want to add to it, keep it open for a minute, I'll be welcome to honor that too.
Yep.
So do that. You know, I'm not sure who's hosting the Saturday stream this weekend.
Brick Smith.
Oh, it is Rick Smith? Okay.
I think so.
So we'll just, I'm not sure time, but we need to check on that. I probably should have looked at that before doing this. But so if you're available tomorrow night, you know, drop by there. Hauling and Balling will be tomorrow night, I'm assuming, if BOT's still on here. Hauling and Balling will be here at 6 Central, I think is their time, 7 Eastern. So stop by and see those trio talk about the deals they found. Thank you, Mr. Bones. He's affirming that it is Brick Smith. So we appreciate y'all watching the other Lego show. We thank you for Spirit Particles and Chad and then Silver for coming in tonight as our guest while they build. And Ricardo, I hope you have a good doctor's appointment. And Bricks Pro and Mr. Bones and the others that were here, Zany. Appreciate y'all being here. So anything you want to add, Big B?
Yeah, Zany was saying we should have the sale every week, and I just put in there that it was kind of awkward because it feels like we're trying to be like all needy and shit. And it's more like we're only doing it during the show because we want to just reward the people that like watching the show.
Sure.
So if you guys like it, then we'll keep doing it. But it feels, tell them, Doc. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind. I just get all doing this. But I just want to make sure we're bringing value to somebody. So y'all always are welcome to come on and share your experiences as buyers and sellers. So we all love Lego. We want to make the transition and the transaction, you know, as smooth as possible, and that's kind of what we want to bring to the table here with this one.
Because it's not just a selling shit. I mean,
yeah,
we love Lego too, and we don't want to come across that, you know, that was just actually labeled as an ultra capitalist by someone. One of your favorite KFOLs.
Yeah, don't get me started. So, but all right, so I'm gonna hit the end button here. Y'all have a good evening, a good night, have a good day. Spend some time with your family, build something cool. If you go and buy a bunch of stuff at the Lego store tomorrow, share it on Instagram and let us know what you bought. So.
And if you stop in my store while it's closed, it's got the little thing. It'll tell you what the password is. It's going to be like I could wait, or it's either I could wait or I can wait, whatever, either derivation. Well, actually, only one will work, but you can figure it out. It's, you know, you get free shipping. I might throw on another discount as well. I don't know, but the whole thing is y'all got to wait until I get back, and then it'll be processed after I get back from vacay. It'll go for international as well, but within reason. Like, we ain't gonna do sealed sets. I'll do out-of-box sets to people, but not sealed sets. And I will also do base plates and road base plates, but not raised base plates. But I'll work with you, definitely, on a price for that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Silver.
Because they're a bitch, man. They're totally a bitch. Same with boxes. Like, the suckers cost a shitload to ship.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to end it here, guys. Ladies, gentlemen, children of all ages, or hopefully adults of all ages. But anyway.
Yeah, sorry about the cursing.
Yeah, anyway, y'all have a good night. See ya.